Engaged. everybody. This is K Rev with K's Couch. I am so excited and elated to be awake this morning and to be in front of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And it's a great and thoughtful Tuesday. Thankful Tuesday. Usually people wait till Thursday, but I'm thoughtful and thankful every day of the week. I'm like that because life is a gift. It's not as supposed to be, it's a gift. You know, any time God could have taken his hand from our lives and we wouldn't be here today. So be thankful, be thoughtful every day. Be grateful that you have life and you have life within yourself. I'm happy because I have breath. I'm thankful because I can see. No one had to help me get out of my bed this morning. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful and I'm honored to have a position or a platform that's been created to give voice and give light to great people with righteous minds and great people that have great heart and hearts of gold. And today is no different. I am excited that we're taking the couch across the pond today. We're taking it across the pond all the way over to the London area. You're talking to my great friend Harj. Man, he is awesome. I got a chance to meet him, hear his story on Clubhouse, and then from there we connected and just been having great candid and real conversations ever since then. So I am, and tune in and be looking out. We're getting ready to start our Clubhouse here on within the next few days. Significant conversations is going to be going on, man, and we're excited about that. So listen, after we introduce our international broadcast, we'll be listening and having a conversation with none other than Mr. Harj. That's what I like to call him, Harj. I want to make sure that you guys know it's pronounced Harj. Okay. All right. We'll be right back.
Bulletin, this is your international interview with K's Couch, coming from a phenomenal place of understanding cultures from different places, different countries, and different nationalities. Understand that K's Couch is a platform created for your pleasure of understanding your higher standard. Now we have K Rev for K's Couch.
Harj, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man?
How you doing, brother? And what a powerful way to introduce the day, man. Like
Thanks,
I just love the energy, the gratitude. Everyone should have it. And I say this to myself every morning. Harj, never one day. Make today your day one. So whatever you want to do, make today your day one. And today. I'm appreciative and I'm thankful and I'm blessed to be sitting here with you, my brother.
Hey, listen, man, this is such a phenomenal opportunity for me because having you here, man, and having an opportunity to get to know you even more as we have more conversations, man, it's been a blessing to my life, man, because of where you are. And then you shared with me where you came from and how the things in your life that you had to really deal with, man. And it's just been an awesome experience for me, and it's just really a lot of confirmation for my life on how I need to make sure that I keep check on myself, and also don't be afraid to focus and view on my life, and also be vulnerable. Through your story and through your conversation, man, you teach that, and it actually by default has helped me to really check for myself too, and not have not having any type of worry concerning that, man. So how's the family? How's the wife? How's the children, man?
Listen, I'm glad you asked. I'm blessed. I'm blessed with a beautiful queen in my life, and two beautiful sons. One is 3 years old. He's going to be 4 on Boxing Day, and I've got one that's just turned 5 months. And,
man, all right.
And I'm blessed, and they're getting like a house on fire. And do you know what I love? I love being in a position where I can work from home, be around my lovely queen, be around my children, and just watch them grow because they're getting time to spend with their daddy. And I couldn't have asked for anything more in life.
Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing, my friend, because not too many people can say that. Not too many people are proud to be a father. Not too many people are proud to be in a place to where that they can take pride in having a beautiful wife and children, and to be a father, to be a business owner of several businesses, to be a son, and to be in these positions and to be grateful for it, my friend. You're really a rarity, man. And I want you to know that I really can appreciate that. I want to thank you, first of all, before we get started. We've had conversations. You've shared your story with me. You talked to me about who you are. And, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. And I know it was a lot and overwhelming in the moment. But you know what? Without you dealing with those things, without you making those decisions, without you having to deal with those sacrifices or carrying those crosses or burdens that you had to choose, it would have never brought you where you are. It would have never brought you in front of me to talk to me or to share your story with me. And so I want to personally thank you for, being that vessel or being humbly used to go through your situations to get you where you are. Thank you, man. I want to thank you for that. Sincerely.
And you know what, brother? I'm thankful for taking that thanks. Because look, my life wasn't always this blessed, this rosy, and I'm not going to lie. The start of this pandemic, and you'll hear my story.
Yeah.
How I managed to change that, and if I can do it, and I can show you little steps on how to do it, the world will be a better place.
Well, kind of talk to us a little bit about this. Well, first of all, before we go right into your story, so you are right now the CEO of Success Unmasked. All right. So real quick, tell us a little bit about Success Unmasked.
So Success Unmasked it's literally in the infancy stage. It's being born, and it's really everyone has a story in their life, or be good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is people are too shy or are not forthcoming about what they're going through, what they're dealing. And really, this is a platform to try and help you achieve a better version of yourself.
Wow.
Or if you want to achieve something, but you don't know what to do. So this is a lot of people follow from the syndrome, which is they know what to do, but they don't do what they know.
Oh man, I say that again. Say that again, man.
I'm not taking credit for this. So this is something my mentor basically told me.
It's all good.
He said to me, a lot of people know what to do, but they don't do what they know. Man. And as a result, it's holding them back for achieving greatness in their life. And this is what this platform's about. It's about positivity, business advice, sharing your story, being comfortable with yourself, understanding your past does not define your future. And whatever you want to do, it starts in there.
Wow.
That's what this is about.
I love Success Unmasked, man. And, people know what to do, but they don't do what they know. That's almost like the statement that I had with my marketing dude yesterday, and shouts out to Blama Sonor. It's like this, man. And I told him that authenticity never dies. It's just hidden. It's hidden. And people, as you said, just to parallel with that statement, that people prefer to hide in the forest, man. They don't want to allow themselves to be great because they are afraid to validate who they really are. And so knowing that, and they fail to do what they know because a lot of people are afraid to allow themselves to be who they really are. And so I can appreciate that, man. So yes, your mentor spoke right, but I was always taught, I did some MLM businesses, multi-level marketing businesses. And I was always taught that it's okay to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. And so I love the statement, and I will be hearing more about Success Unmasked because you and I will be talking more, and we be and plugging in Success Unmasked to everyone, man. So let's get into this story real quick, man. So talk to me, man. Like, number one, as a man, you and I have shared and talked about how vulnerability in your life played a big part. And it really helped you to position yourself to be a little bit more freer in your life. So kind of talk to me a little bit about that, man. What is your perspective on male vulnerability?
Oh, wow, this is a fantastic and great question. So for me, I know this because I lived this, and I lived this for 12 years. Wow. So I just want to take you back into how the vulnerability started,
Wow.
which was this. When I grew up, especially being an Indian and being a Sikh wearing a turban, my parents and peers around me were always taught to go to school, get an education, go to university, because if you go to university and get a good education, you're going to get what? A great job. I did that. I went to university, studied law. I got my law degree, and I finished that in 2007. But what I quickly realized was that law wasn't my future. I had a really good knack for technology, marketing, and problem solving. So I took that and set my own online tech business in 2007, which I then sold in
Wow.
2009.
Wow.
In 2 years, I sold that. So I'm 23 years old with money in the bank. Life is great. Fast forward 1 year to 2010. I'm broke.
Wow.
I couldn't even afford to pay the rent. I couldn't even afford to pay for a train ticket home. I got on the train with my tail between my legs back to my parents' house and saying, do you know what? I messed up. I should have listened. So that's the first step. Then I realized, look, I can't let life hold me back. I've got to go and do something. So I went into the corporate world. I went to work for some great IT companies. I worked for the Duchess of Cambridge, Kate Middleton, her parents' business called Party Pieces.
Wow.
I was the e-coms and digital marketing manager. I excelled myself so quickly up the ranks. I became operations and office manager. I did that for a few years. And then I realized that my journey was bigger than that. I then started to become the global head of digital search for one of the top private jet companies with over 20 locations, offices around the world. You know, great. I'm loving life. I've got a great job. I'm now generating money. I met my wife on a flight back from New York to London
Wow.
in 2012.
Wow.
We got married 2 years after.
Wow.
Had our first child in 2017.
Wow.
Anyone would think, wow, that's brilliant. Expecting my second child in 2020.
Wow.
The May 2020 hit. I remember this day vividly because I came out the shower and my wife was sitting on the bed. And she said to me with tears drooling down her eyes, phone here, what is this?
And before you go into that next part, yes, this is amazing. I want people, yeah, this is amazing. So we got to get some accreditation to the sponsors, man. But I want to thank you. Listen, Case Couch, it takes a lot to have this conversation. I need you to know that for a man to be vulnerable, to share his story, to be vulnerable for his wife and conversations with his kids and children and to his close comrades, that takes strength. And Harj, you're showing strength to us, man. And I want to thank you for that. So we'll be right back. This is Case Couch, and we're our sponsors brought to you by Standard Mag, where we're the oxygen for the entrepreneur. We give hope to the common man, and KR3 & Co. Enterprise that helps businesses grow and grow securely. Harj will be right back. Let's get and also one of our new advertisees, Lit Chat. It is a great new social media platform. Had an opportunity to interview the creators of this yesterday. So listen, be a part of that, but we'll be right back. Life is filled with many unexpectancies. If something happened to you today, heart attack, cancer, stroke, or diagnosed with anything terminal, are you prepared for what's next? Only 1 out of 4 to 5 Americans have considered that life is unexpected, uncertain, and has some uncontrollable risk. Are you that 4 to 5 that hasn't taken action yet? Call right now for your free quote. Tomorrow's not promised. The protection of your legacy depends on what choice you make in this moment. Call right now. Lit Chat, now your words have fire. Thank you so much. So we're back. Listen, you held that phone up, man. She held the phone up to you, right?
Yeah.
She held the phone up to you. And so what was the next conversation, man?
Have you ever been in a position where you know you have done something wrong and you've been caught out? That
Mm,
sense of heart dropping, like your stomach going weightlessness.
mm,
That
yes,
was that was
I kind of been in there, man. That's kind of tough.
that was me.
Wow.
Because what she didn't realize, so since 2009 to 2020, I was still gambling. I was
Wow.
living a double life. I was cheating. I was in a relationship with another person, which is by the name of gambling.
Tell us about that, man. Tell us about how that kind of started, man, for you.
Do you know when I sold my first business, I had money. And then I remember going out with friends one night. We went to a casino after a night out, and I saw my friends placing little bets and making a bit of money. All is good, you know. People still do it, but I think you need to understand you spend within your means.
Right.
So I started betting, and my lucky streak didn't last 1 week or one day. It lasted 3 months. So
Wow.
in my head, I'm telling myself, why do I need to work at 9 to 5? Why do I even need to work at all when I've got money and I can build money on the foundation of gambling? And
Mm,
that, my friend, is where I went wrong. I didn't know at the time. I was trying to use gambling as a way to make money. And
wow.
what do they always say? The house always wins. A bit like my wife. She always wins. So, so from me, really, look, I was the Tasmanian devil for relationships because
Wow.
I was trying to protect this environment and this other woman or this other person in my life, which is gambling, right? So I was lying to people, I was cheating to people, I was stealing, I was pulling the wool over people's eyes.
Mm,
Why? Why? Because if you take what my life would look like, I was living a great life, great job, married, children. Surface wise, people think you're good. But the reason I was thinking that is because I was socially accepting what other people were thinking of me. I wanted to portray a life of what other people would expect of Harj Gahley to be doing from his journey, not what I wanted to do.
wow. Wow, man. That is pretty heavy again. Uh just confirms the conversation that we just had. Validation at the time.
Yeah.
Validation at the time of what's going on in a person's life. That is amazing. But keep going, man. I'm listening.
But this is where I had to turn around. So my wife turned around to me and said, look, when you're with me, you're a great person, you're a great human being. But if you continue down this path, you're going to lose everything. For the first time in my life, I realized my mindset shifted. When I was gambling, I was looking at short term wins, not long term gains.
Mm,
Man, look, I hit the lottery. I hit more than a lottery and it's sitting in front of me.
wow.
Why am I trying to sabotage? Why am I trying to self sabotage myself into an environment which I have no control over?
Right.
So when I talk about vulnerability, something had to change, and that was
Wow.
me. As men,
Wow.
I'm gonna. If you don't like this, you can turn away, and I hope you like, and I hope your viewers can resonate with this.
Yes,
As
please.
a
Let's go. Let's
as a
go,
man, because
man.
I'm just gonna say it truthfully. As a man, I've always been brought up, and pretty much men have been brought up to bear the weight of any given situation, being financial, relationships, children, family. What I mean by that. So when things are going bad in your life, we try to basically mask it. We try to prove that no, everything's fine. But
Hmm.
deep down, we know we're telling a lie to ourselves. Relationship's not going well, but we're still in there because we fear that we're losing people. Why are we not being truthful to ourselves? Why do we always have to live on this false pretense of what other people think? I'll tell you why. Because as a young age, we've always been taught, no disrespect to my parents or any other parents or growing up, what will people think? If you took these actions, what will people think? Has your parents ever said that to you?
Yeah.
Has your mom ever said that to you? Has your dad ever said that to you?
Hmm.
Penny drop, right?
Yep.
So what are we doing? So now we're adults, but we're still living our life through our parents' eyes, not through our own. So when you talk about people are too scared to do what they do or want to do, is because for years and years and years they've been nurtured and flourished in a way which is play the safe route, play this, don't do that, don't do this. What will people think? You're trying to be an entrepreneur. That's risky.
Yeah,
Jobs are risky. Life is risk.
it is.
If you
Wow.
don't risk something today, you're going to risk everything.
Wow. Wow.
And so coming back to the vulnerability, I had to change and my mindset had to shift. And guess what I did? For the first time in my life, I asked for help. I
Wow.
went and got myself a therapist. She helped me along the way. She made me understand the reasons of addiction, why my brain used to work in a certain way to make me feel these certain actions. And think about that. So now you're building a relationship with yourself. You're building a relationship with your vulnerability of someone that you used to be, but are trying to change for someone that you want to be. Because you deep down, along the way, I lost my values. I lost the person who I really was deep down in my heart.
Wow.
And I
Wow.
can't blame anyone else because look, I'm going to shout out my mentor here, Justin James. If you don't
Yeah.
know who he is, he's a multi-award winning speaker, entrepreneur, fantastic
Yes.
guy. He said this: when you're pointing the finger at someone else, you're passing the blame because why? It's easy. It's
Mm.
an easy thing to do. But remember this: when you're pointing the finger, there's three fingers pointing back.
Yeah. I learned that at a young age. Yes.
So own your situation, own
Own
your
it.
circumstances, because once you can do that, you can move forward.
Wow. Wow, man. And again, Harj, is it takes strength to really admit that a man needs help. It takes
Yeah.
a long time for us if we feeling bad to go to the doctor or, to really admit I come from that, my father, great man, strong man, grandfather's great, strong, and is like they was Teflon tough,
Yeah.
and my dad, I can remember my father, he was very, very sick, but drove himself to the hospital. He and could barely stand, but drove himself to the hospital, man. And didn't even tell anybody what was going on. So it's just like, you're prone to, when you're around that environment, you're prone to carrying that type of weight, and you're prone to being that way, and you're prone to not letting people in. But one thing about great moms, they can always let you know, well, it's okay to shed a tear and cry sometimes. So, I mean, it's great to have that balance. And so, but for you to come out and talk about your feelings, your vulnerabilities, and then from your vulnerabilities now, CEO of great companies, great network, you teaching others, showing others. Listen, man, that's how does that make you feel? How does that make you feel, man, from going from where you saw yourself to now the positioning of blessings that you have right now?
If I'm in a position where I was always selfish to myself, because remember, for many, many years, I was thinking about who, number one.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a gift. I have something which I can share to the world. If it's up here and I'm not sharing it, wouldn't that make me selfish?
Mm.
There are people out there that need you, okay, that need me, that need my friends, my business partner, my associates. They need them because they lack direction. And I don't mean that in a bad way. What I mean by that is that, like I said to you, they know what they want to do, but they don't know how to do it. That's
Mm.
what. Why do you think athletes have coaches? Athletes are great at running. They're great at going from start to finish, but the coaches understand how to get the best out of that peak performance, how to eat, how to train, how to sleep, what to wear.
Mm. Wow.
We sometimes need coaches in our life to help us direct us where we need to get to. So for me, being in a position now where within 12 months I was able to build a six-figure business, And I know how to do that, and I can share that with someone else. Identify if you're looking to get into business, here are certain steps that you can take to get a business off the ground today. If you're in business, how to identify challenges, fix those challenges. Why? Because I'm part of the community. I'm part of a community, and we all have one belief. Everyone is seeking freedom, financially and time. And that's what I want to live this world in. Because why? Because we're in a social revolution. We are pushed by the quality of life that we live. Our ancestors, our grandparents have built a life up for our parents. Our parents have built up a life for us.
Absolutely.
Now, what does that life mean? And what do we need to do to get there? So for me, helping people understand what they want to achieve and how to go and about and do it, and give them actionable steps. I love the fact that I'm serving, because coming from a Sikh background, our community teaches this, and it's called seva. Seva means to serve others. So from a young age, I've always been taught to serve others.
Man, that is amazing.
One thing about the Sikh religion, you can go to any Sikh temple, regardless of faith, religion, color, and you'll be provided with a free meal.
Wow.
No matter what.
Wow. That is amazing, man.
So when we've been taught that from a young age, and I'm not going to lie, I lost, whatever you believe in, I believe in a higher presence. I believe in God.
Absolutely. Yeah, man.
Because God gives us signals. He gives us signals inside of us unconsciously, but our conscious mind is stopping us. It's stopping us from moving forward, because why? We always have an excuse. Tomorrow, or I'm feeling tired, or I've got my children, or I don't have enough money. Why is it that people out there, whenever they want something which is beyond their means, they can get it? It's because they've got it in them. They know their mind can do it. It's about shifting what's the right thing that's going to allow you to build a better future for yourself, not in the now.
Wow. That's
what I'm about.
Harj, that is amazing, man. It's just, that really confirms a lot that, we get in our own way. It is our conscious choice to not do anything. We know what to do, but we just choose not to do it, as you were saying and mentioning. And we've been blessed as individuals with a limitless potential, but so many people will die not tapping into who they really are because of fear and because of validity, self-validation. And they looking for validation outside of themselves. And so, listen, man, you are a powerful person. I need you to know that. And you are a powerful person. You are changing the lives of this world one mindset at a time. And I commission you and push you. I'm pushing you. You have a brother here in the U.S., man, telling you to go forward, man, because, your voice and your vocal presence is needed. And your purpose in life is what you went through wasn't for you. Like I said, that's why I'm thanking you, because it's for everybody that witnessed your testament, man, to tell everybody that you too can go through adversity, but your success is based on what decision you make. And if you don't choose, you're still choosing anyway. So you might as well make a decision, man. You might as well choose better, because listen, life, it's going to be what it is. It's an equal opportunity employer. It's the same for everybody. We all of us breathe the same air. We breathe in oxygen and put out the carbon monoxide. It's all the same for everybody. Everybody has the same minutes in the day. Everybody got the same hours. We experience the same seasons.
Yeah.
And we have the same fears. But what you want out of life is based on what you choose in this moment. And Harj, I want to thank you for choosing you, but choosing what's necessary for other people, and choosing, the life that God blessed you with in order to pursue greater and better for not just yourself, but for other people that are following you. I want to thank you for that, man. And today has been a great experience for me and for those who are listening and have been listening. Now, you said before that that was something that I'm just in awe and honored about. Before we go, man, that was something that you wanted to bless, the listeners with, man. So, what was that again? Talk to us about that.
All right. So look, I appreciate you, brother, for giving me the opportunity to speak to your community and this peers and this fantastic people that you're bringing so much positivity and future proofing to.
Thank you.
And as a result, like I said to you, one of my businesses is marketing and technology from apps, websites, and so forth.
Yes.
Now, if you're in business or you're trying to start up a business and you don't have a website, or you have a website but you're not getting the best out of it, my gift to you and your audience is this: I will give you a free website.
Wow.
Within certain constraints, but I'm going to
Yes.
gift you. I'm going to gift you a free website, and to do so, I need you to follow these instructions. I need you to click on wherever the video. There must. Okay. Have you put some links and handles down? Have you?
Yeah, I will. They will be able to follow whatever they can follow me. That we can do it.
So do this. Go to my Instagram, Success Unmasked. Click on the follow button. Once you click on the follow button, I want you to DM me. I want you to DM me, Kay's Couch.
Oh man.
If you're interested in having a free website, DM me. Go to my Instagram, Success Unmasked. Follow me, DM me, Kay's Couch, and I'll get one of my team to reach out to you and get that put in place for you.
Oh my God, man. This is phenomenal. Harj, I thank you for this. So those who are listening and also that will be looking at the replays and be looking at the repeats, please reach out. And if you're looking to be in business, if you are in business, as he said, and if you are not getting the full-fledged satisfaction of your website, please contact Harj. This young man has had the privilege of working with some of the biggest and brightest companies, not just in the UK, but also in the US. So this is an amazing opportunity for those who are talking about being business or in business, needing a landing page or for social proof and notoriety. This is one of the best ways of getting this done. And so just having someone to create with some constraint, you got to have some responsibility on your own, but for someone to really position you and want to gift you with a website, that is amazing, because I know what it takes to build one. And I know what it takes to make one. And so to have someone that actually offering up that service, listen, this is Christmas in August for business owners. So
it's Christmas every day to me, man. It's Christmas every day to me.
listen, man, I am so in honor and awe of this, Harj. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you so much for being available and for being here, man. Before we wrap up real quick, do you have anything that you would like to share before we go?
Yeah, firstly, I want to thank you for allowing me to come onto your platform, allowing me to speak to you,
thank you,
your community, and blessing me with this opportunity, brother, because I love your energy. I love what Kay's Couch is about. I love you as an individual.
Love
man.
you too,
I just love what you're about.
Thank
I also want
you,
to, I really want to thank a few people as well. So that helped me along my journey. I want to thank one of my mentors, Suki Guman.
Yes.
He's based out in the US. He's absolutely killing it from the UK in Scottsdale and San Diego. Absolutely killing it in the health industry.
Yeah.
I want to give a massive shout out to Reshma Sheikh, Kevin Johnston, and my brother Justin James.
Wow.
We're and also part of a community, because this community, we all want to be billionaires.
Yes. Wow.
But we don't want to be but the thing is, we don't want to be billionaires in monetary perspective, brother.
Share that with us, man.
We want to be billionaires in the amount of people we touch and change lives. And if you're interested in that, I hope you don't mind me sharing. It's called Billions Lives Changed. So 1 billion lives changed. And you're more than welcome to come on there. And we're pretty much doing what you're doing here, Kay. We talk about positivity. We share messages. There are other entrepreneurs that have been in the same position, that have maybe not taken the leap to go into entrepreneurship, or want to be a better athlete, want to be a better human, better father, better parent, whatever they want to be. It's all about pushing positivity and achieving greatness.
Wow, man, this is amazing. This is so amazing, Harj. And I want to know more about this. And I want to know more about the community. I want to connect with other members in the community and be a part of it, man, because this is such a phenomenal deal. And again, I thank you for your choices and your decisions that you've made to bring you to this point, man. And our friendship and brotherhood, man, it's just going to go higher. And I thank you for that. And so Kate's Couch has been a great morning. Our international interview we had today with Mr. Harj. Harj, man, I thank you so much for being available and just being yourself. And everybody on Kate's Couch, you know my saying, love life and live love, because you only have one. So hang out with me for about a minute or so, Harj, right after the outro is done. And so everybody, until next time, y'all be blessed. Have a great week and productive week. Tomorrow we'll be hanging out with our favorite doctor, our holistic doctor, Dr. Latronica Fisher out of Houston, Texas. She'll be talking to us on how to keep ourselves safe in this pandemic, man. So you guys be cool. Until tomorrow, we'll talk later. I've been Kate's Couch.